This photo was sent to me by Tony, and it's a scene from Arizona in the desert. We've essentially got three layers here. We've got the distant mountains, then we've got our middle ground here with the cacti going off into the distance, and then a bit of foreground water and a big rock here on the left hand side. So let's see what we can do with this. All the usual kit. We've got ultramarine, lemon yellow, Payne's grey, alizarin crimson, raw sienna, burnt umber and light red. Got the three brushes, large one Ranson 8, 3/4 inch flat, number 3 rigger. Tea towel, take the excess water off the hake. Got our water jar, and obviously this time we're in portrait mode the other way around. 15 by 11 Fabriano, clipped to a piece of 9mm ply. So the first thing I'm going to do, to stop the paper from crinkling, I'm going to wet it all over so that it stretches evenly. And also it's got the added bonus of any clouds or sky or distant land will just blend into the background, nice soft edges. So I'm just taking a bit of raw sienna, a bit of alizarin crimson, and then just brush down here. I'm just going to come all the way down to the bottom, something like that. Don't spend too long on it. Then I'm going to switch to ultramarine and put a bit of blue in the sky. Just start there and just whack it down, something like that. Not evenly, leave some gaps here and there, make it interesting. Now we've got a bit of blue in the foreground with the water, so I'll just pop that in there as well. Then what I'll do, I was going to dry it there, but I think I'll just put those distant mountains in first. So, because the paper's wet, just watch those bits that drip down. Just like I was saying, because the paper's wet, you need to compensate that by using less water on your brush. So I'm drying a lot of the water on the tea towel, and I'm going into those sky colours, because I always put the distant land in the same colour as the sky. And we got that sort of mountain profile, something like that, and then up and down and across like that. You can see a little bit of red in there as well, so let's just pop a bit of red in. And this is the furthest land in the painting. Just that bit of sort of that. Something like that. And we can always, let's just sort of lighten that bottom a bit. Just using a clean damp brush, just to take the paint off that bottom. Just smooth that out a bit, just so it's nice and light. Because then the middle ground profile of that will stand out more. You get a greater contrast. Give that a quick dry. It doesn't have to be bone dry. I'm just going to pull that down a bit and then refix it. And for this bit here, I'm going to use this little bit of blue tack, pop that behind it on the corner, and then pull that tight. And that's me fixed down there. I don't think that one really needs. That's our sort of general background. Next we've got our middle ground. So there's a bit more green in this, so I'm going to go sort of raw sienna, a bit more water I think, raw sienna, a bit of burnt umber, a bit of lemon yellow, and let's just start. A bit of red as well, more raw sienna, sort of dry look, bits of green up there. And it sort of comes round something like so, up to there. Let's have a bit of burnt Payne's grey there as well. I was doing it a bit too green then. I don't want it too green, because obviously it is a desert after all. And it's sort of just angling this down slightly. A bit more light red, I think. Something like that. And that's coming down and then into the foreground. And then we've got our little tuft. Bit of grass up here, so let's just pop that in, something like that. That'll do. Don't want to go crazy. Coming down even further, we've got some rocks down there. So let's do a sort of rocky colour, which is burnt umber. Ultramarine. Fill in some of these gaps. I'm just doing the edge of the water now. Let's just pop that water in first. That water's a nice, lovely blue colour, so let's just go just blue on its own. Just blue on its own, maybe a touch of Payne's grey. And then just swap it straight across like that. Blue and just a touch of Payne's grey. And just switch it straight across. And into the foreground. And obviously doing it so quick like that, it breaks and it looks like just little ripples and stuff of water on the surface. Now, let's put that rock in on the right hand side, on the left. Got a big rock. That's just sort of something like that. Let's do a little rocky shape. Yeah, so I have to do this left-handed. If we just sort of I don't want to go mad. Just a few little tiny subtle scrapes just to make it look. Once it looks like you want it to look, just stop. Because 9 times out of 10 it's so easy to overdo it. Now this foreground water, let's just pop the edges in. There's a few more little rocks out there. I'm just getting burnt umber, ultramarine, a few more rocks. I'll do now. Trying to keep it. I'm just trying to keep it fairly subtle. There are a few rocks up there as well. Lots of rocks up here. I don't want to do it too much. Just tiny little. What I'm doing, I'm sort of going like that. That sort of motion, sort of to do a sort of little roundy sort of shape. Obviously, if this had dried, there's nothing that would be happening now. See here, it's dried, so there's nothing coming up. What if it was too wet? It'd just fill straight back in. So if it just fills back in, just wait for it to dry a little bit. You're waiting for it till it's about half dry, something like that. What we need now is a few cacti. So I'm just going to clean the brush. Take some of the excess off. Now it's a sort of light greeny sort of colour in it. So let's get our cactus colour. So a bit of lemon yellow, ultramarine. Just see what it looks like. So we've got a big one there. Big one there. And then there's a little one behind it. Smaller one behind it. And bigger one up there. A few sort of distant ones. Let's use a smaller brush. And a few sort of distant ones off now. We get a sort of lighter side to it, see if it works. And you just sort of lighten that left hand side a bit, just looks like the that's not really doing a fat lot, to be honest with you. Let's whack a few more in the background. There's some lots of see, not forgetting our little they sort of come around and look like this, don't they? These little bits on the side that sort of come out. So they look a bit more like cactuses now. Now they look as if there's no sort of ground, so I just want to pop a bit of, or could we use, sometimes I can just sort of put rocks at the bottom. Clean the brush. Sort of so if we say what sort of colours, light sort of, yeah, I should have done those light parts on the right hand side. Imagine the light's coming from the right. I'm just going to put some like little shadowy bits. A few little shadows coming down here. And then if we just switch to the rigger, brush, and then just put I'm just going to go raw sienna, burnt umber, lemon yellow, any colour you like really, it doesn't really make. And let's just flick up a few little bits of grasses and stuff. Just lying around. That'll do. I think I'm going to call that one done before I overdo it. So just get a dark colour on your brush. Just pop your signature down in the corner, not right in the corner because you won't see it then once it's framed and mounted. And that's another one. So let's have a closer look at it. So this is our finished painting. Let's compare it to the photograph. You see, composition wise, I've kept it very similar. As usual, started off with the sky and then put in the distant mountains while the paint was still wet. Lighten the bottom of the mountains there, just so that middle ground, the profile of the middle ground would stand out stronger. Used plenty of red in this one to really bring out that sort of desert reddy colour. Lovely colour it is. And you can see where I've just scraped out, just here and there. Keep the stones and the rocks, just keeping them subtle. Always looks better when you only do a few. And then these rocks coming down towards the water's edge. The quick sweep with the height where the paint breaks, it just makes it look like the light's catching the tops of the rocks or something. All these little bits of unpainted paper. The quick sweeps in the foreground. Leave it again, the breaks looks like little ripples and bits of water breaking. Then we got the sort of focal point of the scene, our cacti, sort of wandering off into the distance. I hope you like that. Thanks for watching. Keep practicing. Any questions please ask, and I'll see you again soon.